Hello, Internetians. My name is Josh Flair, and I am your coach. The West Virginia Miniors. Let's get into it. Welcome to ICBA Season number 4, Week number 5. Your West Virginia Miniors are standing strong at a nice 4-0 standing. The only undefeated team left in the league. Very, very excited, as we are going to take on today the commissioner of the ICBA, Johnny GB, and his Oregon Duckletts. Be sure to go check him out in the description below. Now, his team consists of a lot of threats, actually. Once again, very scared of a team, because of course I am, because I don't switch into anything, and I'm not used to offense. But, wait, no. Hold on, what am I doing? This is what I want, okay. No, I need this. Anyway, his team consists of, that's the wrong team. His team consists of Naganadel. His team consists of a Mega DNC, a Mammoth Swine, a Miltank, a Drapion, a Z Primeape, a Rotom, a Skarmory, a Tangrowth, a Talonflame, a Slowking, which is also Z, and Naganadel is also a Z. I'm good at this. So, going into this game, I was very, very afraid of Naganadel. I was very, very afraid of Mammoth Swine. I was very, very afraid of Mega DNC. Alright, defensively, I was very scared of Miltank plus Tangrowth plus Slowking being like the end-all be-all wall to my entire team. Very, very annoying. Skarmory could also go be thrown in there, but anyway, I built this team with my front office. Shout out to them, especially shout out to Omega, Jolteon, and Erob for helping me out a lot. I believe all people also helped me out, but I know that Erob suggested this Greninja set, and Omega suggested the the Greninja set. Wow, I cannot name people after Pokemon anymore. Good lord. Anyway, let's talk about this team. So, it starts out with Ash Greninja. So Ash Greninja is very, like, a huge threat to his team. Like, his team gets murdered by Ash Gren. And because of that, I am bringing Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, Surf, and Water Shuriken, and absolutely destroys his team. I would love to run U-Turn, however, I have Ice Beam there because Dark Pulse into Z Ice Beam has a chance to kill Tangrowth, Assault Vest Tangrowth max to death after rocks. So, that's very, very nice. If I get a little bit of chip damage off on it, he cannot switch into Dark Pulse and then take a Z Ice Beam afterwards. If I Ice Beam as he comes in and then Ice Beam again, or Z Ice Beam then, it's a guaranteed kill. After that, I just go nuclear on his team. Like, his best way to handle me at that point is, I believe it's the Death Miltank will take 2. Talonflame gets nuked. Slowking, Skarmory, Rotom, Primeape, Mammoth Swine, Mega DNC, Naganadel, they all get nuked. The only things that can really take it on are Miltank and Drapion after Tangrowth goes down. And even then, they don't take it on well unless they're specifically made to. So, very, very nice. Greninja is a very, very good threat this week. Ice Beam Z is just so nice versus him. Next one we're bringing is, of course, Lord of Ninetales. I mean, I think Hail is absolutely ridiculous to face. So, of course, I'm going to be bringing it every single week just to prove that it's really, really annoying. It's not broken, it's just obscenely annoying. But I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to bring it every week. Most likely. Anyway, Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Aurora Veil, and Ice Shower have all ice moves. I do not have a fairy type move, and that can bite me in the butt depending on what he brings. Like the Mammoth Swan, of course, is going to be a threat to me, but I have a switch into that, especially after I get off the Aurora Veil. But I'm here. I wanted a strong move, so I have Blizzard. I have Freeze Dry, so I can hit the, what was it, Slowking. I have Ice Shower, so I can potentially get some chip damage off on the Naganadel if it starts boosting up and everything. And I have Aurora Veil, because obviously. Now, Miltank and Mammoth Swine are obviously problems to this, but I have switched into both. I have ways to deal with both, so I'm perfectly okay with that being a thing. I have a light clay on this. Nothing too weird. I believe my speed is for the, what am I, Hasty? So, 148 Hasty. I believe that's for, yeah, that's for Drapion and Primeape. So, next one we're bringing is going to be Omega. We're going to be bringing our Mega Heracross once again. Very offensive Mega Heracross. Almost Max Speed Jolly. I do not want to get surprised by a Skarmory that is made to outspeed my Heracross and revenge a kill it with Brave Bird. I'm not dealing with that, so I have enough speed for Skarmory. Whew. Because if Johnny watches my old videos, then he'll know that I like to bring slow Heracross a lot. So, yeah, not dealing with that. Swords Dance, Close Combat, Pin Missile, Rock Blast. This is here to break through Skarmory. It can break through just about everything on this team. Rotom does not want to take a Rock Blast. Talonflame does not want to take a Rock Blast. Everything else gets nuked by dual stab. It's out of... Naganadel does not want to take Rock Blast either, but it doesn't want to take Close Combat. So, It's mainly here for a nuke just to destroy everything late game. Specifically, I want to weaken the Skarmory for my 2 cleaners in the end, which we'll get to. But we're bringing Slowbro, because, of course. But we're bringing Slowbro, and it is going to be rocking out with the Scald, Psychic, Toxic, and Slack Off. So it's, once again, here just to take on generally everything. It can take on Naganadel, too. It can take a hit from Naganadel when Veil is up. It can take 3 hits from Mega Diancie when Veil is up. I take on Mamoswine rather well. I take on just about everything outside of course, the Drapion and the Tangrowth, and anything like that's starting to boost up. So, generally here, just a nice pivot. Very nice with Aurora Veil and everything. And then I have a Lone Sandslash. Once again, I have a very fast threat staring down at me that I do not want to lose to. So I'm bringing Choice Scarf for Lone Sandslash. Under Hail, I'm going to outspeed Naganadel at +1. And I can Icicle Spirit. I believe I also outspeed a plus... Maybe. I don't think I outspeed a +2 Naganadel. So... that's fun. Wow. But anyway, I have Iron Head, Icicle Spear, Stealth Rock, and Aurora Veil. So I have Aurora Veil on this too, just in case I feel like Hail is up, Ninetales is gone, and I feel like Veil is more important than anything else. I can put that up. I have Stealth Rocks here just because I didn't really need another place. I just needed a place to put it. I do get walled by Slowking and the Skarmory, but I don't really think Slowking is the best bring for him this week. Honestly, I think I said something about it earlier, but I don't actually think it's the best bring for him this week, unless he's super scared of Pyroar or something. But and then Skarmory I plan on weakening anyway, so I have Stealth Rock, and then Icicle Spear is there because I don't like subs, and Iron Head is there because it's a nice dual stab and does a lot of damage to his team. And then finally we have Tyrantrum with the Yashi Berry, so I don't get Ice Shard revenged by the Mamoswine. With Dragon Dance, Head Smash, Dragon Claw, and Iron Head completely destroys his entire team. His switch-in is the Skarmory, which I plan on weakening, or the Miltank, which I plan on pressuring a lot with my Mega Heracross. But overall, the team is just here to break shit with Heracross plus Greninja, and then sweep with Tyrantrum with Sandslash as my don't get swept by anything mon. So, with that, let us get into the battle. As you can see, that he is going to be bringing his Drapion, his Skarmory, his Tangrowth, his Mega Diancie, his Naganadel, and his Miltank. So, obviously, the biggest thing that I saw when I saw team preview was there was no Mamoswine on my team. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing to my cause. Looking at the team, he brought Hazards, which is very, very bad for me because I did not bring my Xatu. I should have definitely brought my Xatu, but I believe someone suggested it too, to bring Xatu, but I said, nah, we're going to go Tyrantrum. But anyway, so looking at his team, nothing wants to take on Greninja. Everything gets outsped by Greninja, and I don't see any immediate good Scarfers on his team outside of the Naganadel. Of course, Drapion can be Choice Scarf, but it's not going to OHKO me even with Brick Break. So I'm going to lead off with my Greninja and begin to pressure his team immediately. So we are going to fight Johnny GB here, and we're going to see how he is going to do. So he is going to lead off with his Drapion. Woo! As I lead off with my Greninja. And immediately, like I said, I know that I take anything, and I can get a lot of information just by attacking this. If he outspeeds me, I know he's Scarf, and I can scout what his set is by going for Surf here. So Surf's going to come off, and Surf is going to do a lot of damage, telling me that he is definitely more of an offensive variant and not an Assault Vest, especially since he goes for Toxic Spikes, which, again, are very, very bad for me. I did not bring Defog, I did not bring Rapid Spin, and I did not bring my Xatu, so I'm already hurting. But here, I know he's going to switch out because this thing is very, very nice against my team. So I predict him to switch out into the Tangrowth. Once again, I don't get OHKO, so even if he stayed in, I would not die. And I go for the Ice Beam, predicting the Tangrowth, which, good lord, that did not do damage. However, like I said in the team builder, I know that even a Max Def Assault Vest Tangrowth is not going to be able to take an Ice Beam into a Sub-Zero Slammer. So I'm going to fire off my Z move on this Greninja here, and I'm going to be able to knock this Tangrowth out with the Sub-Zero Slammer and just get rid of a huge, annoying Pokemon to my team immediately. So we're going to get this Ice Beam off, or Sub-Zero Slammer off, and we are going to say goodbye to this Tangrowth. Turn 3? Turn 3. So we're already looking at a really good spot. I get my Battle Bond form off immediately, which is very, very nice. And I'm going to be able to be pressuring his team throughout the match. So here, like I said, this is a very bad spot for him. The only thing that can outspeed me now is a Choice Scarfer, so Naganadel or Drapion, but Drapion's Black Slide, so he's going to go to Miltank. Here I make a really dumb play. I should have definitely switched out here, but I should have definitely gone to Heracross. I had no reason not to, but I wanted to scout what he was going to do, and I predicted Rock to come out. So I go for Surf, he tells me that he's a Spadef Miltank, and then he Thunder Waves me. So I made a very bad play there. My speed on Greninja was very nice because I could always pressure his team and not auto lose to a DNC or a non-Scarf Naganadel while this was out. So that's very bad for me and a very dumb misplay that I will live to regret for the rest of my life. But I'm going to go and do the right play now and go out to my Heracross and get poisoned, unfortunately, as he is going to go for the Milk Drink here. So he didn't get some HP back, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm not going to risk this thing clicking random hidden power flying, or if this thing gets aerialized, because everything gets aerialized, I'm not risking him clicking that. I'm going to go immediately for the close combat, putting pressure on him as he goes out into Skarmory, revealing immediately that he's a very physically defensive Skarmory meant to take on this Heracross. So very bad, very unfortunate right now that I'm going to be having to deal with this damn Skarmory. However, on this turn, I didn't watch the match in advance, and it's been so long since I've watched this, but here I believe I go out into my, I'd say my Ninetales. Do I go out to my Ninetales? I know I switch out. Yeah, I switch out. Do I go into Greninja or Ninetales? I go into my Greninja. Okay. So I go into my Greninja, hoping he doesn't roost, which he does, unfortunately. Which is not good. If he hadn't roost, would have been able to apply pressure to him, keep his Skarmory from roosting up later, and put more pressure on the Miltank. So, unfortunately, this Miltank Skarmory combo is going to be very, very annoying for my team. Especially since I get paralyzed there, and he does not get forced to go for Milk Drink or whatever. I now have to switch out. My Greninja still helps me not lose to Diancie, as long as he doesn't have a decent amount of bulk. Water Shuriken does have a chance to kill that, and if I get a bit of chip damage off, it's going to always kill. So now he gets free rocks, unfortunately, as I go out into my Slowbro, trying to get a Toxic off on something, just to do, you know, general damage and stuff. But here, unfortunately, he is going to protect the Toxic, I believe, and he's going to go right out into his Drapion, which is, again, very bad for me. But I actually go for Scald, predicting him to switch out, because I am smart at remembering games. Here, unfortunately, I don't get the burn. Would have been really nice to get the burn, however, it's okay. I know that my Slowbro is going to chew a knockoff, and I definitely expect, I definitely think it's better to let Slowbro get knocked off than lose my Light Clay, lose my Choice Scarf, or go out to Greninja. So I'm going to Scald, I want to get rid of this thing, and I want to see what he's going to go out to here. My Slowbro isn't immediately needed to win this game. I just need to pressure down his two walls to the point where I can DD up with Tyrantrum and break through. So here he's going to go out to the Diancie. And this is very bad. I would love to switch out here and just go out to something. But unfortunately, everything on my team dies to this Diancie. And I don't want him to call mine. So if he calls mine here, I have to Scald, get some chip damage off, and hopefully be able to revenge it with something else. But he is going to go for Moonblast. He is going to knock me out, and I'm going to lose my Slowbro, which is not good. But I do have answers, kind of. I have my Greninja, which, if it's modest, I will be able to kill this thing with Water Shuriken, and I believe he knows that, as he is going to go for Protect to scout to see what I'm going to do and everything. I don't know actually why he clicked Protect here. But I guess I don't think I revealed Water Shuriken, so I guess he was checking for Water Shuriken at this point. He knows that a modest Water Shuriken will knock out his full health uninvested Diancie, so he's going to go to his Miltank here as I go for Water Shuriken on the Miltank switching. And here, for the next several turns, I'm just going to be doing everything in my power to try and weaken his team to the point where I can get a DD up with Tyrantrum and start breaking through. Because if I just am able to get any of his Pokemon to, stay weakened, I will be okay. I get paralyzed here. Very unfortunate, because keeping this Miltank low would have been absolutely amazing. However, I believe that Miltank actually dies to +1 Head Smash. It's a roll and everything, but I believe it's very possible that it dies, so I just need to weaken the physically defensive Skarmory, and I will be okay. So I'm going to go out to my Mega here. Unfortunately, I do die to the next Seismic Toss, so I can't SD, which is very unfortunate. However, I can just spam Close Combat until I'm dead, because I know he's going to go to a Skarmory, and I know at that point I will be able to keep it low and in range of Tyrantrum, because Tyrantrum actually wins the game at +1 right now. Well, it doesn't win the game because of poison damage plus head smash or not head smash damage, but poison damage racking up, and I probably won't get a hit off or DD up for free. So I'm not gonna win the game, but I'm definitely gonna put myself in a winning position by DDing up with my Tyrantrum. So I'm going to go for that through these next couple turns. So I'm going to close combat this Skarmory again, keep it very, very low, and then I believe he's going to roost up. Yep. And I don't believe I set up Veil. I believe I keep my Alolan Ninetales in the back so I can keep Hail ready to go at the moment that I'm going to need it. So his Skarmory is now very much weakened. I'm going to lose my Heracross here to the poison damage, which is very unfortunate. These toxic spikes are annoying, and I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on those in the future. But I actually am going to go to my Alolan Ninetales, because Veil is required to, not lose the game here. So I'm going to go to my Alolan Ninetales. I believe I'm going to click Aurora first, or Blizzard. I'm going to click Blizzard first, trying to keep this Skarmory low. And unfortunately, I do not get that roll. So he's going to get up spikes. He's going to get up even more hazards against me. Not bringing Rapid Spin was a huge mistake. And he is going to die to the Hail, which is good for my Tyrantrum. That's one less mon that I need to kill. So I know that he has 2 mons that outspeed me and can kill me and prevent me from getting my Aurora Veil up, which he doesn't go out to any of them. I'm going to go for Blizzard here. I believe, actually, now that I'm remembering, I believe this Miltank needs to be at about 80 or so % so my Tyrantrum can kill it. So I'm trying to keep this thing low, but I also want Veil up just because my Greninja is going to want the Veil up to sweep. My Alolan Sandslash is going to want it up so I can take a hit from the DNC. But I'm going to go for Aurora Veil here, because if he does go for Milk Drink, I can Blizzard him on the next turn and just start spamming Blizzard, and hopefully the damage will keep him just low enough for my Head Smash to kill this thing off. So he's going to get all of his health back. Very unfortunate. And I actually believe at this point, I figured out that he's not Thick Fat, because he's actually supposed to be, I think he'd be Sap Sipper just due to, Kartana and stuff. So I'm going to go for Blizzard once again. Hopefully he does not Milk Drink. If he Milk Drink, I'm in a super bad position. But you're going to see that he goes for the Seismic Toss. So my Alolan Ninetales is going to go down. I'm going to go out into my Tyrantrum, and I'm going to try to set myself up to win. I don't think I'll have enough turns with Hail to get Sandslash in to revenge the last 2 mons after I do what I need to. But I still have to go for game with the Tyrantrum, I believe. So I'm going to DD up here with my Tyrantrum. I'm going to take a lot of damage due to all the hazards, which, again, very annoying. And I believe this Miltank is just going to go for Seismic Toss. So Tyrantrum gets the DD up, boosting its attack, boosting its speed, outspeeding both DNZ and the Naganadel, and Seismic Toss is going to come off and weaken me. Very unfortunate. And the poison the hail is going to stop, which is good for my, my health. And I'm going to take one more round of poison damage. However, I do have Rock Head, so as long as I'm hitting head smashes, I'll be okay, as I will not be taking any recoil. So +1 Tyrantrum is going to be able to actually knock out this Miltank. Thank God that worked out for me. And I'm in a really, really good position right now. So I actually have to hit head smash versus Naganadel. But so I was expecting him to not go out to Naganadel here. I was actually expecting him to go to DNC, and for DNC to protect and try and poison stall me. So I'm very glad he didn't do that. But I'm going to kill this Naganadel off right now with the Head Smash, and everything's all fine because I still have my Greninja in the back to potentially Water Shuriken as DNT. I'm actually looking in a very good spot right now. So he can actually just quick protect here, kill me off with the poison, and both of us at this point forgot one crucial thing to what this game is going to come down to. So I'm going to die here. I make a misplay. I go to Greninja, but I'll tell you why this was a misplay later. So I'm going to go to my Greninja here. I'm going to click Water Shuriken because it's a 50% roll for it to kill here. Or not 50%. I believe it's like a 65% chance or something to kill this DNT right now. But unfortunately, I get paralyzed. If I was modest, it was a guaranteed kill, but now I die to Moonblast. And he messaged me at this point and told me he didn't deserve this win. It's very unfortunate that my streak came down to not only a roll, but it came down to a roll that I didn't get a chance to participate in. I go to my Alolan Sandslash. It's not living in Earth Power. It's an Alolan Sandslash. It doesn't do Spit F. But both of us had forgotten that Veil was still up. My Alolan Sandslash tanks the Earth Power. I'm an Alolan Sandslash. This is Stab. This is Max Attack. It's Adamant. This is going to murder this DNC. And your West Virginia Miniors continue their undefeated streak 1-0 against Johnny. So we're now 5-0, which is very nice. So the reason it was a misplay with Greninja was because if he had remembered Veil, and I went to Greninja, if he clicked Protect, he could have stalled a turn of Veil. Although it still would have come down to me getting paralyzed and everything. Yeah. He could have definitely had a good chance to stall out Veil. So, very unfortunate that both of us forgot about that, but, however, that is the game we play. That's not the game we play. That's just us being forgetful. The paralysis, that's the game we play. I'm good at this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little, this battle versus Johnny. It came down to, the wire on this one, definitely. We're getting closer and closer to our loss. Hopefully we don't pick one up next week. Oh my god, I almost just choked to death. Hopefully we don't pick up our first loss next week as we go against Chelseadra, coached by Tablemon. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I hope you guys will enjoy next week, and I will see you guys then.